Ever since the 2020s, society has been edged more towards a Gooner type of society than before. Sometimes I really do wonder how life would have been if we never had the COVID pandemic and people didn't become crazy. Because some of the stuff that happens online is things we would have never thought of 7 years ago. But in the past couple of months, there's been a few people who have been blowing up and becoming the new face of Gooners. And basically a Gooner is someone who engages in prolonged trance-like masturbation. Basically, in simple terms, someone who uses Reddit or Discord for a prolonged use. But one of the main faces of gooning is Bonnie Blue. This woman has single-handedly set our generation back 100 years by doing some crazy shit. Bonnie Blue basically went viral 1 year ago in January for sleeping with a whopping 1,000 men. For anyone who doesn't know, Bonnie Blue started her career when she was 18. What's crazy nowadays is everyone's turning 18 and starting an OF. But one of the main ones I really want to talk about is Lil Tay. Lil Tay literally dropped the link as soon as she turned 18. But the real crazy thing is how much money she managed to make off of it in the first 3 hours. Because tell me why she managed to make a whopping $1 million. What's wild is this girl was literally 17 in the first photo she put on there, which is borderline pedophilia. A couple of years ago, Bad Baby dropped the link and everyone thought she was crazy for doing it. But nowadays it's the new norm to instantly just drop the link as soon as you turn 18. Like, Lil Tay really opened up her account the second she turned 18. She didn't even give herself a chance to try anything new. Like, a lot of girls really don't know how bad dropping the link is until all their OF money dries up. Then they're left with a crazy digital footprint that's stuck with them forever. She's lucky she made $1 million off of it and not just failing and trying to delete her account right after. Because the second you start an OF account, there's really no going back. You could literally hire the most techiest person in the world and they still can't fix your digital footprint. One other thing that did happen in the past week or two was Bonnie Blue getting arrested in Bali. She basically got arrested because pornography is banned across Indonesia and she faces 15 years in jail, which really doesn't sound that bad, I'm not gonna lie. Something else that is mind-blowing is how she managed to blow up without posting these corny TikToks. Usually when you do see a OF girl like Lily Phillips, for example, they're always promoting it on YouTube Shorts, knowing damn well that the people that consume it are kids. I mean, I understand it though if they promoted themselves on Twitter, because Twitter's literally known for having old men who goon on there, but they know by doing these trendy type of videos on TikTok, it's gonna drag kids into being future gooners. It's the same strategy that Bop House uses, and to my knowledge, this works. But one other girl who did go viral was Lily Phillips. She slept with 100 men, which is baby numbers when you compare that to Bonnie Blue. The whole point of this, like Bonnie Blue's, was to blow up and get some virality from it. And it did get pushed out, but I don't know what she was really expecting. No one that she sees in public is gonna come up to her and clap for her for taking 100 men up the. But come to think about it, she did win an award for it. Yeah, the best female creator in the Corn Show Awards. Not gonna lie, I never would have thought they would have a ceremony for this. But tell me why whenever someone asks her a question about it, she tries to make it seem in a more feminine way. Imagine fighting for women's rights back in the 1900s, then seeing Lily Phillips let 100 people break her back. If anything, she's setting feminism back 100 years from now. But the real problem though, are women who see her clips and are gonna grow up thinking this is cool. Then they're gonna start doing OF because they see Lily do it. Like, the least she could say is that she's a hoe instead of twisting her words into being a feminist. And tell me why her ass started crying when she was talking about taking 100 men.
I think that was kind of the hard part, is like conversing with them and like when they'd kind of be like, oh, like we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah. And obviously it just makes it feel so bad.
I can tell you one thing, you know the crying's real when you know deep down that no one got a finish. And tell me why she was making sure that every man had a good time. She was treating this like Rotten Tomatoes, just trying to get the best reviews. It hasn't got to the point though where she does need security, because in the future there's definitely gonna be some fans that will try to do something with her while she's in public. But according to the newsletter The Tab, she might settle down with no planned stunts happening in 2026. But back to Bonnie Blue, I don't think there's a video where Bonnie Blue doesn't look
like a demon.
If you can look at her face for more than 5 seconds, you have to have some sort of power. And for some reason, her ass looks like a dollar store version of handsome Squidward. What I want to talk about though is a couple of months ago, her and the quote-unquote rapper Lil Mabu got married for attention. Their ass has to be fighting over who gets more attention at this point. Also, they got banned from any NBA game in the future because Bonnie decided to quote-unquote tie his shoe. But tell me why when she was done, she had to wipe something off of her face. Isn't that a little suspicious? But obviously it was fake and the whole thing was a publicity stunt. But I know for a fact Lil Mabu's gonna regret this because he's gonna be known as the guy who got sucked off at an NBA game. And he got banned, so he's not gonna be able to see the greatest player of all time, LeBron James, play his last game. This has to be one of the worst mistakes out of his career other than making music. She also pulled a Tiger King and got fake arrested for publicity. Tell me why when someone falls off, the first thing they think of is doing a publicity stunt and it's always getting arrested. But Bonnie Blue honestly has to be the worst corn star by far because her whole thing is getting with barely legal men. Just saying that word makes her jitter and get turned on. But when I hear the word barely legal, I really think of this one YouTuber. The YouTuber who made his cameraman record when he was bleeding from his face in a car crash. Yeah, if you didn't guess it, it's Jack Doherty. Jack has allegedly got women on their 18th birthday and gets them to sign a contract to be part owner of their OF. In return, he really does help them promote it by posting these corny ass videos. But like all other OnlyFans models, he likes to direct these videos towards kids. In the long run, Gen Z is really just going to be known as a generation with a lot of gooners who like to watch OF all day. Like the US should really worry about banning corn more than TikTok. But tell me why when a celebrity posts that they're 18 on Instagram, you got the most diabolical people commenting under their posts. If you like to smash men that are barely legal, your ass needs to be put on an island with no one else. But listen to her answer when she was asked about having a kid that was barely legal.
If you were to have children and you had a son, and he turned 18, how would you feel if he slept with someone like you? Yeah, I'd love it. You'd love it. Yeah, obviously not me. I don't want to sleep with my actual son, but I would send him.
So love doesn't exist? Her ass definitely got dumped. If it's to a point where your ass doesn't believe in love, there's some sort of trauma going on. But tell me why it's to the point where you're sending your son to a prostitute to have sex. You're literally inducing your trauma onto him. And she's out here scouting. Look at this.
They're still children. Well, my nephew's 18. He's still a child. I'll send him to me then. No, I'd absolutely never do that. Hopefully I'll find him in my queue one day. No, I don't think he will because he has like respect for himself. I don't know if something the men that come see me have a lot of respect.
If I'm the interviewer, disrespectfully, I'm beating her ass for saying that. Her problem with being obsessed with barely legal guys also led her to get banned from Australia because people's parents got so mad to the point where she was voted to be banned from Australia. And with Australia banning her, hopefully more countries will take the initiative and start banning her before she starts doing stunts there. And when it comes to OnlyFans, more countries need to go ahead and ban it like the other countries that already have. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about all of this drama. Make sure to join the Discord. Also follow me on Instagram. Also, don't forget about TikTok. I'm gonna post there daily from now on. Also on Twitch for upcoming streams. Also, guys, I want to let you guys know that 2026 is gonna be a complete different year. There's gonna be weekly uploads, and hopefully I don't miss one because I'm gonna go to Vegas this summer. I love you guys so much. Make sure you join the Discord down below. I'm gonna start trying to talk to you guys that are in there. Also, I got a new camera. That's probably why the picture quality is like better. With enough of that yapping, NVL on top. And until next time, I'm out.